Welcome to today's adventure. Today we are in Old Town Scottsdale, as you can see by the sign behind me, and we are going to check this out and show you what is down here. It is a very neat area, a very touristy area. However, it's more touristy in the winter time. So we're going to check it out and give you a taste of Scottsdale. So right now we're at the Scottsdale Civic Center, and it is a very nice area. We'll go check it out and just kind of walk around. If you look at this tree, look at how massive this tree is. It's very cool. All right, so let's carry on and go see what there is to see. Currently you are looking at the Scottsdale Historical Museum. Now this used to be the Little Red Schoolhouse. I'm going to go look at the plaque and show you that, and you can read about the history of this building. So if you wish to pause this video, you can pause it and read all about the Little Red Schoolhouse from 1909. It's a historical landmark and here in Scottsdale. This statue here is of Winfield Scott, though it is not marked. I'm assuming that's his wife. He is the founder of Scottsdale, and he was a Baptist preacher who came here and basically founded the town of Scottsdale. As we're walking along here, as you can see, there's basically not many people out. I've seen a couple and some workers, but other than that, there's really no one around. This whole downtown area in here is really more busy in the wintertime because it's so hot here in Arizona. So that's their busy time. You get a lot of tourists, a lot of people. We have what we call snowbirds in Arizona. They come here, Michigan, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin, all the colder states. So they come here, spend the winter time here, then they go back to where they're from, spend the summer there, basically summer winter kind of thing, or just the hotter part of the year they leave here, but they're here for the nice weather when we're here. Right now you are looking at the Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts building. We're going to come over here and I wanted to show you something. Okay, this building right here originally was movie theaters. Back when I was a little kid, I came here and I saw Smokey and the Bandit at this theater. That's one that I do remember seeing here. And obviously a lot has changed and it's a bunch of different shops and that now. But at the time, it was the UA5 movie theater. Because if I remember correctly, these windows along here that you're looking at there, right by that cool gelato Italiano, all those windows along there were part of the lobby of the movie theater, if I remember correctly. And I think I do. Now, I am wearing my mask, but I'm going to take my mask down because technically we're supposed to be wearing masks here in Arizona. However, if you are 6 feet away from somebody, you do not have to wear it. That's my understanding. So just so you can hear me better, I probably won't be wearing it most of the time that I'm talking. But if you look behind me, this is just a very beautiful area, very nice, kind of like a park setting. So this is kind of where we're headed here. If you look ahead, there was something I do want to show you over here when we get there, and there's City Hall over there, Scottsdale City Hall, and then the library is right over that way. And this is where we came from over here. And I'm gonna show you more of downtown Scottsdale because that's really why I came here. Here's some ducks. Downtown Scottsdale is what I came here for, and so that's really what I wanted to show you. This is just the Civic Center area. It's a nice area, so I thought I'd show you that as well. I am going to go over here and show you this statue over here and show you a little bit more about this. You are looking at a statue of Herb Drinkwater. He was a pretty popular mayor here in Scottsdale, pretty likable guy. This is a very good statue of him. It looks just like him. Not sure what the dog has to do with anything, but unless that's his dog, I have no idea. So here you're looking at a very cool clock, kind of an old style clock. Kind of reminds me of something like a Disneyland or somewhere like that. But I do think it's pretty cool. And if you look over here, you see they have fountains in that. Now, I grew up in this area, and that's why I come back to Scottsdale so often. But right here is a little pond, I guess you'd call it. And they have fountains. Now, when I was a kid, they used to have swans in here, but they no longer have those. I don't think they've had them for many, many years. If you look over here, you can see more fountains. And there's some ducks over there way off in the distance. I came over here to show you all these ducks. These were the ones I was showing you a few minutes ago. And they probably think I have food, but I don't. Unfortunately, I do not have any food. But really a nice area. See, all these ducks are coming over here thinking, oh, I bet he's got food. But I don't. Sorry guys, I don't have any food for you. You got some that are going away, and some that are coming over here now because I'm sure that's what they're thinking. Food. I'm sure there's people come here and feed these ducks. Get a little close-up view of them. Ducks always make a good picture, and then with the fountains and all, it's pretty good. Now, one thing I wanted to show you is this sculpture behind me, Love. That was one thing I did want to show you, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. But in approximately 1973, this actually was on a postage stamp, U.S. postage, and they put this sculpture in here several years ago, but it's always one I kind of think is kind of cool. Well, I'll get a closer look at it here and show you it closer up. This is quite large. I don't know, I'm gonna guess 15 feet high maybe, with including the base, but very cool. Again, you can see just how nice this area is, and if this was wintertime, you'd have a lot of people around here. Yeah. See, it's metal that they've made this out of. Quite cool. As I pointed out earlier, this is the Civic Center Library, Scottsdale Library here. And this whole area, like I have said earlier, is Old Town, the whole Old Town area. And as I'm walking here, I'm going to tell you a little, we're going to head back kind of the way we came. Unfortunately, people in government want to change the city of Scottsdale, and it's sad because the Old Town area is so unique, and we're going back to the Old Town area now, so that's why I'm talking about it. But anyway, they want to change it to high rises. Fortunately, there was a petition, people signed the petition, and they are going to put it on the ballot. So at least it can get voted on. Hopefully it gets voted down and they keep Old Town as the way it is, because if they put high rises in there, we're talking, it's just going to be just like any other city. That's one thing that's unique about Scottsdale, is the Old Town area. So back before I got married, my wife and I, that is, we got together with my mom and her mom. Her mom came and visited out here, and we went to this restaurant, and I kind of forget the name of it, but it used to look a lot nicer than this. It wasn't these ugly colors, at least they're ugly to me. But I thought I would document this because it looks like maybe they're going to tear it down or redo it. So I thought I would capture it on video. it says welcome to Saguaro Scottsdale. So maybe that's what it used to be, but that's not what it was when we went there. I know they used to have peanuts, bowl of peanuts and stuff on the table for you to crack open and eat. When we went there, it was a decent place when we came here, but it's since changed and was another restaurant since that time. So here's the way that we came. We're headed back to Old Town over here. We're gonna check it out. And but they have these cool statues here of horses. This was considered the most western town, and unfortunately I have a feeling that they're getting away from that, but that's what it's always been. I really like this tree. We're back to that tree I was talking to you about. They have these cool benches, the most western town. Malcolm White, Scottsdale's first mayor. This is really a cool area. Now just kind of walking along here, this is mostly your turquoise jewelry. You've got Indian items which would fall between the turquoise jewelry as well. A lot of that kind of stuff, sculptures, things like that. That's kind of what this used to be. And this right here, you see it's got a baseball on the side of this building, and it says established by Charlie Briley in 1947. I believe this was the Pink Pony. It used to be the Pink Pony, and it doesn't look like it's anything right now. Very popular restaurant back in the day. You can see it's got Cachinas right there on the door. Paint's peeling there. So I knew that that went out quite some time ago, several years ago. Here is Banderas. I've been in this restaurant many times, or a couple times. I don't know about many times. Sometimes motorcycles will go back and forth up this street. In the cooler weather, probably more so than now. They used to have a motorcycle place over here, but I don't believe it's there anymore. These are just some of the side streets. I'm just kind of letting the video speak for itself as far as what's around here. Again, we're still on Main Street. We're not on Main Street. We're on First Street. And we are headed towards Osborne, actually, but we're not going that far. We're headed towards 2nd Street. And here's these cool Old Town Scottsdale signs that they have. Okay, we're gonna cross here at 2nd Street because this is mostly what it is, and the hospital's over there. But we're gonna cross the road and get a different view from the opposite side of the road, and then we'll go back to where we started from. Okay, we have crossed the road and we are by the salty Senorita Cantina Mexicana restaurant here. I have never eaten here, but this is where the motorcycle place used to be, and it turned into this. They used to sell motorcycle parts and that. So we're just gonna keep going forward. Up ahead is Buca de Pepe, Italian restaurant. I have eaten there once. We had family come in town and we ate there, and they gave you a ton of food, but it was pretty good. Like I said, I've only been there once. Across the street where we once were, if you can still see these, where the sign used to be on the Pink Pony, it still says the Pink Pony, like I said, where the sign used to be. Hopefully you can see that. And we're gonna just move on now. See American Fine Art. It's a lot of art stuff down here. It's good to see they have the American flags out. So that's nice. This building here is really neat. It's old. I like the red brick and that on it. But a very old looking building. There's a lot of, used to be more, I think, red brick than there is now. But just kind of looking around. Over there is the Sugar Bowl. Now that's a popular ice cream parlor. And Bill Keane used to go there. There's got his drawings in there if you're familiar with the family circus. Now here is a guy pointing up. I don't know what he's pointing to. He's got his daughter or kid. Not sure. That's just, you know, just more sculptures. Anyway, this was a very popular restaurant. Now there used to be Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor. I'm going to show you where that was, and that's where I worked when I was a kid. I started working when I was 14 years old, and started on Saturdays just washing windows and cleaning the parking lot. I worked there for about 2.5 years. Here we're at the Old Town candy store. Candy and toys, that is. So back to the Sugar Bowl over there. It's very popular, and I always liked Farrell's better. So I have not been to the Sugar Bowl a lot in my lifetime, but I have been there a few times. And if you like family circus, you might want to go check that out. There's a lot of drawings and stuff from what I remember in there. And Bill Keane was a local cartoonist that either lived in Scottsdale or Paradise Valley, which is right near here. Okay, this little area over here, which won't mean anything to you, but this used to be Hobo Joe's, which was a coffee shop. That whole area you're looking at now, it's a bunch of different things, but Hobo Joe's was really a fun place to go as well as a kid. So I'm going to take you over to where Farrell's was. We're going to kind of go this back route. We're going to go up First Street and cut over. Here's some cool artwork there on the side of the building. Looks very old. Okay, we are coming to the back. This building, that's Panera Bread right there. That used to be Farrell's, and that used to be where my first job was. And they completely they redid the whole place. But Farrell's used to be really cool. So you're looking at the gate here to Panera Bread, and that appears to be the same gate that was used when Farrell's was here, and that's where you got your ice cream and deliveries for Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor. My brother was the manager at Farrell's, and that's how I started working here. But right here there used to be an old house, and as kids we used to say it was a haunted house. But it is since long gone. There used to be apartments. I believe those used to be some kind of apartments where it says Tickets Unlimited way over there. And when I worked here, I found a lop-eared rabbit, which I ended up taking home. I found it out in the parking lot, running loose, and I ended up taking it home as my pet. It was a very nice rabbit. Now this parking lot is all the same as it was when it was Farrell's. These palm trees existed back then. Farrell's probably closed in the mid 80s is when Farrell's went out of business here in Scottsdale. I'm just kind of getting back so I can show you the Panera Bread building there, right there. So that's where Farrell's was, but Farrell's was a much cooler building than this. And we'll walk in front of it here in a few minutes. If you look across the street, I've always liked this hotel, and it's very old, but it is all brick. I like the red brick. And today it is Howard Johnson's, which I stay at Howard Johnson's when I go to Disneyland, if you've seen any of those videos. And if you haven't, I'd encourage you to check them out. Now across the street here, this building looks the same as what it used to. And upstairs there, probably around like Alpha Graphics or the Launch PM, used to be a place called Hair. And obviously they cut hair, and they used to place orders for Farrell's, and I would take them their orders across the street. This over here, this huge building, I'm not sure what it is today. They used to have this little chuck wagon, little freestanding building. It used to be a popular little building that was there. And then beyond that was Bash's, which is a local food chain here in Arizona. But much has changed over the years. As a matter of fact, if you go way up here, I'm just gonna zoom in over there where the Etna building is. That, years ago, there used to be Benihana's of Tokyo. So a lot has changed over many years. Here you can see a picture of Farrell's ice cream parlor as I remember it. And as you can see, it looks like a fun place, and it is a fun place. And sadly, all the Farrells around the country no longer exist. But again, here is the other side of the parking lot of where Farrell's was. Sorry for the movement there, kind of moving kind of quick. So we're going to go back to downtown Scottsdale and probably head on out after that. Kind of taking the back route here, almost an alleyway. This area does get a little bit of traffic nowadays. Again, there's another one of those cool signs with a guy riding the horse. And that was kind of the theme that they had with the most western town. Across the street is Chase Bank, and that used to be Valley National Bank, which was a local bank when I was a kid, and then later became Bank One, and now it's Chase Bank. But again, I wanted to show you that because it's the old architecture, or the old red brick style building, which Scottsdale had a lot of that. So looking up this way is headed towards Fifth Avenue, and Fifth Avenue, there are a lot more shops up that way, but for this video, we're not going to go there. Maybe another time I can go there. It's just more touristy type stuff, but we might check that out at a later date. Again, I'm at Indian School in Scottsdale Road in Old Town Scottsdale. Okay, now we're going to head up First Avenue here over by the Sugar Bowl and beyond. Here is the menu for the Sugar Bowl. You might have to pause it if you care to check it out. In case you're ever in town, you might want to go stop by this place. It's very popular. Again, like I said, if you're into family circus, you would like this place. The one thing I don't like about it is that it's pink. I don't know how well you can see the menu, but just pause the video and hopefully you can read it. We're just gonna walk along the Sugar Bowl right now, and they don't have any of the cartoons outside, but I believe inside they do. But since I'm not ordering anything, I am not going to go in there right now. Maybe another time. Since 1958. Okay, so we're back over here where I was telling you about Hobo Joe's over that way. There were a lot of all these stores have changed, stores and restaurants over the years. And here's a tiki thing, Hula's. It says we're now open, thinking it's a restaurant as well. Modern Tiki. Hula's. We are open. This says Pima Plaza Shops and Galleries. I didn't know that it was called that. Guess you learn something new every day. I hope somehow you are enjoying this video. If you are planning on coming to Scottsdale, then I think you would be interested in this. If not, you still may be interested in this as well. Gives you kind of the local feel for the old town that is here in Scottsdale. Like I said, there's clothing stores as well, and just a lot of different things, but mostly tourist things. There used to be on one of these streets Flags t-shirt shop that I liked, but I don't know if that still exists. I think it's on a different street than this. See, you have postcards here, Arizona flag. So anyway, so we're going to head back to my car, and I'm thinking I might take you one more place. Okay, we have turned the corner, and over there's the Mexican Imports and that huge tree I was talking to you about. So we're heading back to our car and going to head on out of here. There is an old Mission over there that I might show you before I leave, and then we will be on our way. Actually, I might cross the road here. So right now we are looking at an old building here, Porter's. It's got a horse up top, which is rather unique. up top there on the little loft. And I'm going to go over there, and that's a historic building as well, so I'm going to go see what that is. It says Porter's Western Saloon. I'm going to see what this sign says here. Oh, this is cool. It was the U.S. Post Office, and you can read that right here. So this used to be from 1929 to 1949, the U.S. Post Office for Scottsdale, built in 1929 as Scottsdale's first full-time post office. This structure served as a gathering place for local townsfolk and nearby Indians awaiting daily mail from Phoenix, although the second floor housed offices. Postal operations continued on the lower level until 1949, when the post office moved and Porter's Western Wear occupied the building. Since 1949, Porter's has been here. I decided we're going to take a walk up Main Street and show you some of the things on Main Street, and then show you the Mission, and then we'll be on our way. Now across the street, this is where, somewhere over in there, maybe the Spice and Tea Exchange, around in that area, maybe a few up, that's where Flag's t-shirt shop used to be, and it doesn't appear to be there. This is the Rusty Spur Saloon. I think we went by here earlier, but it used to be the Farmer State Bank from 1921. And I will just let you pause the video if you choose to read the information on here, but it is another historical building. So we're going to walk up here and just check things out. As you can see, the Indian influence over here in these shops. I don't know how these shops can make it with, number one, summer is slow, and number two, this pandemic kind of messes everything up. Businesses, especially these small businesses, they have a hard time. I really wished it would get over with and we could get on with our lives. This is Cactus Jock right here. I did walk down here, but I'm not sure if I videoed. Don't think I did. Here's some more postcards. We're just going to go out to Scottsdale Road, then we're going to walk back, and then we are going to the Mission like I told you. And that'll be the last little stop here for this little downtown area. Here's another one of the most western town bench. That's not the same one I showed you earlier, but it is one like it. And there is that cool building over there. That really looks cool. As you can see, they do have some sculptures and that around here. A lot of horses, cowboys, that kind of thing. You can see this guy. I don't know if he's got a coonskin cap on in this in that statue over there. See where there's Buca de Pepe? We've been there. Been all around in this area. There's Gilbert Ortega. So I thought I'd sit and talk to you for a minute. There is a reason why I am wearing this hat. I'm not really a hat person. And I'm going to do a video, another video, so probably my next video after this, and I'll explain why I am wearing this hat. But there is a good reason for it. I hope you are enjoying this video. If this is the first time that you have experienced this channel, please make sure that you do subscribe, hit the notification bell to take it the next step, and give it a big thumbs up as well. So these are the kind of videos that I'm hoping to do and hopefully continue to get better at it. But I want to get out and travel some, but when you have a job, it's kind of hard to do, so I can only do local areas. Scottsdale's one of the favorites, so that's why I come here often, and they have a lot here that's kind of interesting, so that's the other reason. So let's continue with our tour. Inspired art, well, it's probably done by Indians, I would imagine. They have the turquoise. Turquoise used to be a lot more popular, but maybe there are still people that really like it. Unfortunately, you're getting a glare from the window. Okay, Behind me you can see at least part of it, the old Adobe Mission. And I'm going to show you a better look at it here. So let's go check it out. The sun's probably not working in my favor right now. This is the old Adobe Mission, Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic Church, established 1933, the first Catholic parish and oldest standing church in Scottsdale. And so here is your plaque for historic building, and that's kind of why I'm showing it to you. It says it's closed for the summer, open in October. Okay, if you've been reading this, I haven't really been saying anything, but if you've been reading this, I'm going to show you what this little plaque is about. Scottsdale Progress used to be a local paper here, back when papers were more popular, and this is what we're looking at. If you look up top, it says Scottsdale Progress. Very interesting. Okay, I did want to show you this too. This building here. Look at this big anvil type thing. It's huge. This is a blacksmith shop. And unfortunately it's got a broken window there. But this has been, they have been using this. So I'm hoping that it still exists. Right there it says, I'll let you colliery, blacksmith, ornamental iron. And as you can see, it's a very, very old building. Now, my brother brought some parts to my parents' table over here and had them remade. They remade them at this place. But my understanding was that when he came over here, half the time they're not here. So that's kind of what the problem is now. Now, whether or not these are related to the Scottsdale Progress, I'm going to say yes. They look like similar type things. See, I've even learned some things today myself that I've never seen. If you look over there, Los Olivas, that's a good Mexican restaurant. If you're ever in the Scottsdale area, it's worth going to, and it is Mexican food, and it is not really expensive, but decent Mexican food. So you might want to check that one out. All right, we're finally going to head back to the car. Here they have a bench. I don't know if you say that, Cavalier Blacksmith Shop. Anyways, founded 1910, so this has been here a long time. And here is the livery stable over there. That says 2004 though. But rodeo museum, see, I didn't even know about that. Okay, this is going to be our last stop for today. We are at the Herberger Park here in Phoenix. And in Arizona, many times the cities run right together. So Scottsdale runs right in and connects to Phoenix, just like it does to Tempe and Mesa and all that kind of stuff. So all the cities go together. And this is the address where we are at in case you ever want to come here, if you're in the area. So they do have some things closed, but for what I'm here for, it shouldn't really matter. So here you're looking at an Arizona Falls sign. This here says the Arizona Falls. It's quite cool. I know I say that word a lot, but almost like a skateboard thing if you could do that. But a big tube to walk through, and then we're gonna head up and hopefully see some water. That's kind of why I came here. So we're gonna walk through here and head on over and see what there is. This is the oh, it echoes in here. This is the Waterworks of Arizona Falls, and apparently it was created in 2013. That's what the sign says ahead of us. And we have Salt River Project here, so That's one of the power companies, APS and Salt River Project, so in Arizona here, and this is related to Salt River Project Power Company. This sign is pretty interesting. It says Discover Arizona Falls with SRP, and if you look in the picture, there's a very old car in it. It says the Arizona Falls around 1900 from Arizona Magazine, Volume 1, Number 6, July 1911. And you can read this sign if you choose to do so, and just stop the video and then start it back up. Okay, so we made it to the top, and this says Discover Arizona Falls with SRP. There's the address 5650. We are on Indian School Road. And here is some water down here. And we're going to check out over here and then go to the other area. We have canals around here that divert the water. You can hear the water underneath this great roaring. I don't think you can see anything, but the water, you can probably hear it roaring underneath there. So we're going to come over here. This is the building again. And they got a couple fans under there. Like I said, I have never been here before, so I thought I would check it out. On their sign over here, it says water brings us together. There's some fans, which feel very nice. I was thinking there were some falls to look at. Oh, it's getting loud. Listen to that under there. Look at that. That is roaring. It looks like their stairwell down that way. So I'm yelling because it's very loud. So let me see if I can get down to the stairs. Figure that one out. Well, it's not this way. This is neat. I really like this. Okay, we are down by the falls right here. Hopefully you can hear me. Very cool down here. I'll just show you just the falls and you can check it out. Let's walk over here. Look at this. The backside of water. I thought you only saw this at Disneyland, but I guess not. We'll go around here. That's pretty cool. I like this place. Enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And again, don't forget about my other channel. Please do the same for that, and we'll see you in the next video.